John, Jean, Gary, Pam, Jim, Elaine, Everard, Amanda are all here to play Larry Grayson's Christmas Generation Game.
Shut that door and enjoy the generation game. What's in store? The best of relations is our aim. Larry Grayson is here to play, so
shut that door. And a Merry Christmas to you all. We hope you're having a happy time at home, and we're so glad that you're joining us for the next hour. And before we go any further at all, I'd like you to meet my Christmas cracker, Isla St. Clair. And a Merry Christmas to you too, Isla. Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I had a great time.
And lots
I've
of
been
presents.
eating jelly and ice cream and trifle and mince pies and Christmas pudding and glitter rolls and fruit salad and more ice cream and more jelly. Listen, I'll go and introduce the
just a minute, you think she's joking, but she isn't. She never stops eating. I've never seen anyone like her in my life. She's eating all the time. I don't know how you do it. Go over there.
Put it in there. Now listen, I'm going to get the first contestants and I can have something else to eat.
Yeah, you do.
Our first contestants are from Devon. They are stepmother and stepson, Jean and John Pamplin.
Hello, Jean. Jean Pamplin. Pamplin, that's right. And Jean, you're with your husband, you run a holiday bungalow business in Dartmouth. And before you did that, you were a secretary with the Egg Marketing Board, and once you had to dress up as an egg. Oh, that must have been awful.
Yes, I looked like an overgrown Humpty Dumpty.
Did you really? I mean, it made you feel empty as well, did it not? Because, Everard and myself, we went to a fancy dress ball last Christmas, and we went as a cow. Oh, yes. And on the way home, we went through this field, and there was a bull in this field. A bull. And all at once, this bull charged, and Everard said, "What are we going to do?" I said, "Well, I'm going to pretend to eat grass. You better brace yourself." This is your stepson, John Pamplin, right? And you run a hairdressing salon in Torquay.
That's right.
Ah, you still get a nice short back and see sides at your place. You know, you did the clipping. But did you enjoy hairdressing?
It was an experience.
But you don't do it anymore?
Oh, I do it all the time.
Oh, do you? Oh, really?
Hairdressing.
Oh, I see. Oh, dear. And, well, it's nice to have you on the... Just get on with this. It's nice to have you on the programme, and both of you. And so if you go and sit over there, and I'll be with you in a moment or two. Okay? Could we meet our next contestants, Isla?
Our next couple are from Leeds. They are mother and son, Pam and Gary Clayton.
Hello. All right, Pam.
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
Are you? Well, don't be. No, don't be. Nobody bothers. There's some new glue here. These are all stuck. I'm going mad over here. Now, you're Pam Clayton from Leeds.
Yes.
That's where Mucky Maisie comes from. She comes from Leeds. Yeah, she's stuck up there. It said here, you once went to have... Oh, I love this. You once went to have contact lenses fitted and took a walk up and down the high street to see how they suited you. But when you went back to the opticians to agree to having them, you're in the travel agents next door. Please don't. No, it's Christmas Day. Riff-raff. And Gary Clayton is, of course, you're also from Leeds. And you're an assistant manager in a discotheque in Cheltenham. Yeah. Really? Tell me, no, what's sort of music do they have? Can you fill a draft in it? Tell me, what sort of records do they have in these discotheques in places like Cheltenham? I can get no satisfaction.
Yes. Fat Bottom Girls by Queen.
Eh? Oh, nice on a Christmas afternoon, I must say. And of course, now I love the old-time record disc jockeys. Old people like, well, Terry Wogan. He's always... Now, honestly, I didn't know you were coming in like this.
It must have come as a shock.
What happened to Jimmy Young?
Many people have asked that question.
Yes? Well, I'm another one.
I think the poor old fool is lying down. So.
Really? And what about this fairy on the Christmas tree at Broadcasting House?
No, that's not a fairy, that's you. They've...
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Wogan. And Isla, could you tell us about our first game, please?
For our first game, we've chosen to create a London street scene from Dickens. Now, you're just about to see 6 famous personalities portraying the author's famous characters, and we want you to write down the real identity of the characters. So let's go back to old London of Dickens.
Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong merrily in the sky, it's filled with angels singing.
Can we have character number 1, which is Fagin? Character number 2, which is Peggotty. Character number 3, which is Bill Sykes.
Drinketh what he likes, get the house is over. For tonight we'll merry, merry be.
Character number 4, which is Mr. Micawber.
Tonight we'll merry, merry be. Tomorrow we'll be sober. Good King Wenceslas looked down.
Character number 5, which is Nancy from Oliver Twist.
When the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon.
Character number 6, which is Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. And now, Isla, who have you for Fagin?
For Fagin, we have John Pertwee.
Well, for Fagin, we have Jimmy Young. And of course, it is John Pertwee. Hello, John. Very nice to have you with us. I'm coming up all the way from the Theatre Royal Bath to be here.
That's right.
John Pertwee, ladies and gentlemen. Isla, who have you for number 2?
Pam and Gary have Molly Sugden.
And we have for Peggotty, Molly Sugden too, and of course it is Molly Sugden as Peggotty. Ladies and gentlemen, Molly Sugden. And who have you for character number 3, Bill Sykes?
Bill Sykes, we have Harry Seacombe.
Well, you're never going to believe this. We have David Hamilton. But of course it is Gerald Harper as Bill Sykes.
I just
just have to say, I'd like to thank our generous host for lending me these gloves and this beautiful coat.
John Harper, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Well, who have you for number 4,
So
Isla?
the next one I like. Mr. Micawber, we have John Hanson.
Well, we haven't anyone at all. They couldn't think of anyone at all, could you? But so, well, it isn't John Hanson, I can assure you. No, not in 1,000 years, but it is Ian Cuthbertson as Mr. Micawber. Hello. And, of course, my favourite title, you played in Budgie with Adam Faith.
Oh, yes, definitely that, yes.
Yeah. Maybe Ian Cuthbertson, thank you very much. And for Nancy from Oliver, well, who have you got?
Pam and Gary have Barbara Windsor.
And who else? We have Barbara Windsor. You can't mistake our Barbara. Our Barbara Windsor. And to you, to my angel. Isn't she lovely? Barbara Windsor, ladies and gentlemen. And who have we for Scrooge?
For Scrooge, Eric Sykes.
And we've got Eric Sykes, well, of course, it is Eric Sykes. You know, you make a marvellous Scrooge. Has Hattie seen you like this?
No.
Eric Sykes, thank you very much. To the wonderful television stars and stage stars who have given up their Christmas day to be with us today. All my dear friends, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Isla, could you tell us about the scores on the doors, please?
The names in the frame say Jean and John with 6 points, and Pam and Gary have 8 points.
Very good. Could you tell us about our next game, please, Isla?
Just look at all these lovely things. I bet, like me, you'll find it hard to believe that they're all made out of straw. So it's a game that all the family could do at home. And here's someone to tell us more about the game, Anne Stone.
Hello, Anne. Hello. Now you're going to make for us a wand.
Yes, I'm going to make a Christmas decoration, something that could be a star for a tree, or
I
could
see.
be a wand.
Or for the kids to do in a pantomime or something.
Yes, something
Okay.
like that, if you
Off
like.
you go.
Right, can they all see?
Yes.
Right, well, I've got 3 straws, and I'm going to just tape it to.
Clip the bottom.
You clip the bottom,
I see, like
that, and you put a little bit of glue on each of them, like that.
It'd be lovely for the children to do after they've had their tea and their fathers are dozing at home.
Last-minute Christmas decorations. Anyhow, you just slip one
Yeah, that's fine.
inside the other like that.
Right. It'd be lovely for the children to do. It's so easy. If you've got any straws at home, children, it'd be lovely. While your mother and father are dozing.
So that goes in, and you get one long, continuous length of straw. And now we're just going to fold this 4 times to make it into a wand. 1,
4 times you do it.
2,
I played a fairy in pantomime once years ago.
3.
It was a terrible flop.
There we are. So, let's just put him a little bit straight. And then you just put a stapler in him, and you've got a decoration, or you've got a
And
wand.
there is your wand
Okay.
and your star. So, Anne, will you come back and do some marking for me in a little while?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Anne, over there. It's very good. Okay, will you come over here? Over there. Now, you see what Anne did? And you have 45 seconds starting now to make a wand or a star with a handle. Pretty Christmas number, I always think. Good for you. Good for you, just... How we doing? Clip it. Use the clip. When in doubt, use a clip. As Veronica Lake said. Okay, that's fine. All right, Anne.
Thank you.
All right, sweetheart. Over here.
Yes, let's come and see.
Now.
Always wanted golf.
I know, well, you got them
yeah,
now,
I
so...
know.
that-
Now, I think that's a pretty good effort, don't
well,
you?
I think... Don't you think that's a good effort, ladies? I mean,
Yeah, I think that's really very good. I give that 5 out of 6.
you give that 5 out of
I
6.
think that's really...
A Star is
yeah.
Born. Now, I had to get her in. And now, what about this isn't bad, Anne. It isn't bad. It isn't, Joe.
The straws.
Eh?
I think I'd give that one 3 out of 6.
3? Yeah, but Pam, you have the idea. I mean, it's like a TV aerial, but it's a storm, but it's okay. It's all right, sweetheart. All right, now
Yes,
oh, no, I don't look. I don't look. Well, I've heard of a fallen star, but this is ridiculous. It's more like a whip, you know. All right, wait a minute.
I think 1 for try.
Okay, 1. All right, now let's have a look here. Oh, let's have a look at... Well, Gary, you see, you have no stalk left, have you? Eh? Well, I mean...
He has got a staple in it.
He's got what?
A stapler in it, which is 1 better than that. So I think perhaps 2 for that.
Anaston, thank you for coming in.
Thank you very much, Larry.
Anaston, no problem. Now, actually, this may be a battered old star, but I think myself that...
I heard you mention the battered old star, couldn't resist it. It will do, it'll do for my dressing room at Croydon.
It will?
Where I'm in pantomime with Barbara Windsor.
Yeah, you're not with...
Do you remember, Larry, Christmas, the Royal Court, Warrington?
Shall I ever
You remember?
forget?
Yes, I can. Now this is true. He went in the hairdresser's, Larry, and I'll tell you how long ago it was. The hairdresser said to Larry, he said, "What cut do you want, Larry?" He said, "I don't know." And he said, "Well, listen," he said, "Mr. Grayson," he said, "we cut like the stars." He said, "Do you want a John Bowles? Do you want a G.S. Melvin? Or do you want a Randolph Sutton?" And Larry said, "I'll have a Randolph Sutton." And he fell asleep in the chair and he woke up and he's got this short back and sides. And Larry said to this barber, it's true, he's laughing. Larry said to the barber, "Randolph Sutton doesn't have his hair cut like this." The barber said, "He does if he comes in here."
They thought I looked like Nellie Wallace, but that's another story. Norman Vaughan, thank you very much. Norman Vaughan, ladies and gentlemen. And Isla, could we have the scores on the doors, please?
Jean and John have 14 points. Pam and Gary have 11 points.
Ah, so we have to say bye-bye to Pam and Gary.
Yeah,
We're sorry to see you go, but that's the way the game's played.
Thanks very much
you know.
for taking part. And here, of course, you have a trophy each, and they'll be engraved. Thank you.
That'd be a great point. Thank you so much. Bye. And Isla, can we meet our next contestants, please?
Our third couple tonight are from Norwich. They are father and daughter, Jim and Elaine Livingstone.
Hello. Mr. Livingston, I presume. I saw the film with Cedric Hardwicke. Spencer Tracy. Now, seems like a nice boy. Now, you're a captain of the 10th Norwich Boys Brigade Company. And, because, you see, I used to be the Boys Brigade. Yes, I did when I was a young boy. I used to wear one of those pillbox hats with a strap under the chin. And people said I looked like Bobby Breen, you know. There's a rainbow on the river. Well, it was either him or Jane Withers, but I don't know. It could have been Jane. How do you live out the days? Anyway, and these things keep going click all the time. I'm terrified. Now, have you got a clip? Now, it says here, now, you are Elaine Livingstone, who is a pupil nurse. You are often being mistaken for a boy. Well, that's hard to believe. I mean, don't you think, do you work in an eye hospital? No. It says here, to celebrate losing 2 stones in weight, you recently bought yourself some trim-fitting trousers, but doing a John Travolta routine, you split them right down the back, and you caught Saturday Night Fever. Most unfortunate, but we'll talk about that later. Now, would you like to go and sit over there, and I'll be with you in a little while. Don't keep laughing. And now, can we meet our last contestants who are going to play our Christmas generation game?
Our last couple tonight are from South Wales, uncle and niece, and I think the uncle might be a friend of yours, Everard Keslake and Amanda Allen Jones.
Hello.
It's lovely seeing you.
It's nice seeing you too. You're a real live Everard.
All in the flesh.
Yes, well, it's Christmas. And, no, it's no, wait a minute. Now, your name's Everard, and of course, I must explain that this is not the real Everard, because my friend Everard never comes out. Except on the 12th, with a grouse shooting, then he just has a grouse and goes back in. No, but tell me, Everard, your name's Everard Kerslake.
That's right.
Well, his name's Everard Farquharson. Well, did you know, I don't know whether you know this or not, Everard certainly doesn't, but do you know that the actual meaning of Everard is, and I quote, strong as a wild boar? Don't do that on this show. No, Now, this is your niece, Amanda Allen Jones from the Rhondda Valley. I saw Betty Davis in the Cornish Green. You're still at school, Amanda, which is not too easy for you, as your father is your headmaster, your aunt the head of the lower school, your mother is assistant teacher, and your uncle here is a teacher too. Yeah. Good heavens, it's when you haven't been expelled before now. And it said you have lots of animals at home, including 2 dogs, a cat, a guinea pig, a black mouse, a white mouse, and several goldfish. Goodness me, you haven't got a bear, have you? No, you haven't. Well, it's just as well, because I have a friend that has a bear, and he has terrible trouble with this bear. Because I think... And how are you?
Oh, very good, sir. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Are you having a nice time?
Super, yes.
Is that a good time? Is that a lot of presents?
A lot of presents. What have you had?
What have you had?
An old fur coat.
An old fur coat?
And some spectacles.
Spectacles? What do you need spectacles for?
Can't you see?
Yes.
Down the King's Theatre, South Sea, down with the sailors.
Oh, very nice, too. Yes, King, it's a lovely theatre.
Yes, it is.
It is, yeah.
Dick Whittington and his bear.
Oh, you're not having a cat this time?
No, I ate it.
Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised you wicked old thing, you. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger de Courcy
Thank you very
and
much.
Nicky McCann. And Isla, could you tell us about our next game, please?
Oh. I've always loved these laughing sailors on the seaside pier. And you know, a few weeks ago, we had a terrific... a man who came on and did a terrific impression of a cockerel. And I'm wondering how he'll fare. With a laughing sailor. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Norman Collier.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Tell me first of all, what happened to the chicken?
Oh, stuff that. We've had it.
Well, I'm glad. Now, listen, you're going to do the sailor thing.
You're not making me do that, are you?
Well, yes, but you see, Norman, you're such a giver of happiness and laughter.
Oh.
And I know that this true, ladies and gentlemen, is a marvellous laughter giver, but he's got a most marvellous sense of humour, and you have to do, because he's worked in Sheffield a lot. So if you just sit up there...
So I'm going to do the sailor, am I?
You're doing the sailor.
Oh, right. No, all right.
Make yourself nice and
Right,
comfortable.
okay.
Now, wait a minute. No, listen. No, don't. Now to go right off.
This is serious.
This is very serious, because it's Christmas afternoon and we're all very tired. And we start now. Could be worse. Norman, will you come back and do some marking for me?
I'll never make it.
You will, you will. You can hang on.
All right,
hang on. You go over there and we'll do some marking. Okay, over you go. Now, would you come over here now? And I'll get yourselves in... come on, all of you, over here. Now, you go there. That's it, you go in there. Now, I think, go on, Everard, get in. Your turn, sweetheart. And you have 15 seconds, starting now. Okay, right. How many marks, Norman? I think she's made it.
That was better than the sailor. Oh, I'll give her 4 out of 5 for that's good, that.
Oh, yeah. 4 out of 5. I can see now on the pier at Blackpool this summer. Now you have 15 seconds starting out, and away you go.
The accent was good, you see what I mean? I'll give him 4 for that.
4?
Oh, it's well
4 out of 5. All right, 10 seconds now. Go on. Yeah, well. Okay, must have been a terrible death.
Very hard. I'll give it 3 out of 3. I'll give it 3.
Very good. All right, Everard. There you go. You have 15 seconds starting now. Go on. I say Norman. We should be out there.
Who's like the drunken?
Nobody should be out there.
Who's like the drunken sailor, I think. Well, I'll give him 4 for that. It's Christmas, why? It's Christmas.
Go for that.
Larry, thank you very much.
My pleasure. And good luck to you and all the boys, the little and large.
I will.
All my friends at the New Theatre Oxford in your pantomime.
Thanks, Larry. Happy Christmas, everybody.
Norman, tell you,
Happy
ladies and
Christmas.
gentlemen. All right. Oh, and Ida, scores on the doors, please.
Names in the frames are Jim and Delane with 8 points, and Everard and Amanda have 7 points.
And now, could we hear about our next game, please?
Isn't this the most beautiful Christmas scene? And the amazing thing about it is that the trees, Santa, all his reindeer, even Rudolph with his wee red nose, and the wee sleigh and all the parcels are all made out of marzipan by our marzipan man, Mr. Jimmy Winterflood.
Hello, Jimmy. Very nice to see you. Hello. And now, you're going to make us a Santa Claus. You are, and away you go.
Right.
Right?
Now, the first thing to do is to take a piece of marzipan,
That is marzipan.
this is marzipan,
Yes.
and roll it out onto the table in the form of a carrot.
Of a carrot.
And then lift it up and put onto the base there a large bulb, like so.
Yes.
Place it down. The next thing to do is to take some pink marzipan, dampen on there with some white and overlay it, press in, and just give a little roll just to stick it together. Then bring a cutter across here and cut out like so to make a shape for a head. And at the same time, cut a little crescent for a moustache. Put that to one side. And then we take the head shape and we put this onto the body like that. And with the crescent shape too, we do the same thing to form the moustache. And then a little piece here of red marzipan is stuck on to form the schnoz.
Yeah.
All right? And then taking a bag of white icing, we go around the top like this to form
Yeah.
a bit of hair, and
Can you see all right
2
there?
eyes on there like that, a large bulb down here, and one on the hat. Coming back here, we've got some royal icing chocolate. We put on the eyes like so.
Yes.
Form a nice eye. We take a tree marzipan here and put it on
Put it
there.
aside.
And finally, with the knife, cut through the feet, open it out, and stand up our
And
Santa
there,
Claus.
And there you are. That is lovely. Very good. Jimmy, now will you come back and do some marking for us?
Be delighted.
All right, Jimmy, you just go
very
over
much.
there. Okay, get to your tables now. Now, get your marzipan, roll it out, remember, like a carrot, and then away you go. And you have 1 minute, 30 seconds, and it starts now. You seem to be doing very well. Put the eyes on. Eyes. Try and master the feet. You're doing exceptionally well. Make the feet. Something seems to have gone wrong. But you're doing splendid, Everard. 15 seconds. You have 15 seconds. And all is well in the village. He's been a long time gone for the war. Where's Tiny Tim? All right, Jimmy. Where's Tiny Tim got to with his crutch? Now, over here. Now, okay. I'm looks like Slim Somerville. Well, he's rather long, but it looks like he's got stuck up somebody's chimney. But he's got all his marbles. It looks all right. Well, what do you
Yes,
think,
he
Jimmy?
seems to have him in the right place too.
Yes.
The only thing is that he looks like an Australian Father Christmas. He's got the head upside down there. Otherwise, fine. I think we'll give him 2 for that.
2?
Yes.
Okay, lie him down. Okay, 2 for that. Now, it's like Laurel and Hardy, look, because this one's just as jumpy. Now, could you see? Well, I think it's rather good, really.
It is rather
Jimmy.
good. All that's happened there is that you've left the nose off.
Well, it could happen to anybody.
Well, it
innit?
can indeed. That's why he's looking a bit cross-eyed. He's looking for the nose.
So how many
So
marks?
I think 3 for that.
3 for that, that's fine. Now, what about over here? Oh, dear. Now, it seems to be going... It looks like Mother Christmas. Now what about... It seems to be on one side. I mean, I seem to have lost a foot.
I think we'll give him 3 for that.
Well, I'll send up some flowers tomorrow. Now, over here. Oh! A friend in need is a friend indeed. Now, what? I mean, it's all feet. Hate feet. Now, what?
Well, obviously, he's got some rather deep snow to go through, hence the size of the feet. But a good effort, but not quite as good as the other one. I think 2.
You think 2?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Jimmy, for coming in. Jimmy Winterflood, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Winterflood, okay, will you come down? Okay, Isla, could you now tell us the scores on the doors?
The names in the frame say Jim and Elaine with 13 points, Everard and Amanda have 12 points.
Okay. 1 Everard and Amanda.
Yeah, we're sorry to lose you.
sorry to lose
I've been enjoying saying your name all day. It's nice.
As long as
And
you've had
here's
a
your
nice
push of
time
trophies.
with us, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here.
And enjoy the rest of Christmas Day anyway.
Talk to you again on Christmas Day. Bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye. Bye. And now, Isla, could you tell us about our end games, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very different end show for our Christmas special generation game. Here I am in the busy bazaar of Alibaba's kingdom. Now we want our contestants to observe very carefully everything they see happening, because once the scene's finished, they'll have to do some of the things they've seen. Over to you, Larry.
Now watch the fire eater. And all you children at home, don't try and do it because this is done by an expert. So there'll be a hot time in the old town tonight with the looks of things. Watch the turban man. Now watch the lady on the bed of nails. Slack used to do this. Now the wine sack. And the juggler. Very big on the clubs. Five. And now, come and watch the cake icing. Hello, now what are you going to do now?
I'm going to make a bag and I'm going to pipe an inscription on top of the lid.
I see. So it's an ordinary bag.
Yes, made out of greaseproof paper.
And what is this?
That's piping jelly.
Piping jelly.
Yes.
And you go, and this is all made of marzipan.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
this-
got a cake inside it.
And that's a snake.
Oh yes, that's why we have to have the lid.
I see. Are you going to put something on the lid?
That's right,
to
yes.
Put it on the basket.
That's right.
I see. Now you see what you do. You see what you do, darling. Now you just snip the end with the scissors, like so. I've done this many times. I used to do this in variety. I was a writer at the Grand Theatre Luton. Lionel Barrymore started doing this, you know, years ago with Ethel. And look what happened to them. And there it is, and it says, shut that lid. And the lid goes on there like that. All right, here we go. And now, Soraya, the belly dancer. She's very well known in Lady Vale. She's got a tent in Bognor Regis, where she does a matinee every Thursday and Friday at 2:30. Now watch the eyes, girls. This is where the trouble begins. I used to do that before I had rheumatism. On ice. She'll never get up, don't worry. But to think she just had a big Christmas dinner. this is for the boys. Now, the first game we're going to do, we're going to have the turban game. So what we want you to do, now listen, now what we want you to do is to make a turban. Now, it's like a quilt. Now, would you come over here? Would you come over here? Are you here? That's right. I didn't know there's so much material in a turban. Did you ever see Elephant Boy? Now, have you got there? Now, you have 30 seconds. You got yourselves all sorted out. You have 30 seconds now to make a turban, and it starts now. Don't try to fight it, just let it happen naturally. Very good, go on. Aisha, did you ever see the film The Man That Couldn't Hang? Now, what about... You give him 3, Aisha? You give him 3, it was very good. I thought you did very well. You did very well.
Very hot in here.
Yes, it will be. Yeah, it's like a Sophie Loren. Now, what about... No. He looks like one of the Ziegfeld girls, all down here and down. Lana Turner. Now, what about them?
I give him 2.
You give him 2? Well, I've seen better things wrapped around a teapot, but there you are. You give him 2. Aisha, thank you so much for coming along. That's lovely. And Isla, could you tell us about the scores on the door?
Names in the frame say Jim and Elaine with 2 points, and Jean and John have 3 points.
Okay, there you go. Now, you see, the thing is, I've never been very good at doing that sort of thing because, when you're abroad in marketplaces, you do. Well.
Are you Larry Grayson?
I am.
Oh, well, that's life.
Hello, Esther, how are you?
I'm very well, Larry. I've got a slight problem with this. I've had a complaint about it.
You have?
need it from one of your games, but it seems there's a fault under the Sale of Goods Act. It's all bunged up. This, can you, with your very keen eyes, I suppose you could...
Well, I don't know, because I don't know much about this. Esther, I'll get even with you later on. Ladies and gentlemen, Esther Ranson. First couple, so go over here. Now, if you come over here, sweetheart, you stand there like this, and just hold that. Now, you can over there. No, you start together. Actually, you start together. Now, I believe the secret is, sweetheart, that the harder you press it, the more the wine comes out. And the further you get apart, the more marks you get. So I think this is going to be kind of good. So we'll do it now. Now just turn it like that, and the best of luck. Okay, you go here, darling. Darling. Now you come here. And you look just like a Christmas cracker. You look excellent. Now remember, the harder you press it, sweetheart, just open your. Start again. You start right. No, that's near as that. None of it a tooth out. Okay. Now further away. Ah! Very good. That's very good indeed. Very good. Hello, boys. Now, first of all, what's your first name?
Agustin.
Agustin? Because you're a foreigner, of course. Now, what about marks for our friends?
Very good, very professional, yeah.
They were very good, I thought. How many marks then?
We can say 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5, that's very good, okay. And you are?
Santiago.
Santiago. You're from abroad as well. You're from Spain.
Yes.
Oh yes, seems like a nice boy. What about marks for our 2 friends here?
We think 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. So thank you very much. Your name again?
Santiago.
Agustin.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Isla, could you tell us the scores on the doors?
Jim and Elaine have 6 points. Jean and John, 6 points.
Ah. Now, you see, when you do all these things, you know, with the water business, now I can't... Where'd you come from?
Well, you have to earn a living.
I suppose he's right.
Yes.
Well, hello, Freddie.
I've just come from the Slough. We've got a day off today because it's Christmas Day. My plant Dick Whittington.
And his cat.
And his pussycat,
His
yes.
pussycat, yes.
He's got a very big puss.
Yeah, has he? Yeah. Well, they get bigger every year, they tell me.
Oh, yes.
But what are you doing in this?
Well, as a matter of fact, I've just come along to see you today because I came along in this little thing in this Persian market for the Turban District Council. And I bought my granny a budgie for Christmas.
You did? Now, wasn't that nice of him to buy his granny a budgie for Christmas? And was she pleased?
Oh, she was thrilled to bits.
Was she?
She didn't like to complain. She said there wasn't a lot of meat on it.
Freddie Davis, lovely to see you. Thank you very much for being here. Freddie Davis. And now, the ladies, will you come over here? Over here, girls, because we're going to do the icing now. Now, if you'll get behind here, right behind there. Now, you saw what she did. What Sam did. You know, we do the wrapping up on the thing. So if you could do it now, and you have 45 seconds, and you start now. Where you go. Just wrap it up like an ordinary bag. I don't have the same trouble. I can't bear wrapping up anything. I mean... Once you've done that, then clip the bottom off and then put on... Put plenty of the... what's it called again? The piping jelly. It's delicious. I mean, tasting it all day. That's right. That's it. Put plenty in. I think it's going to come out the other end. That's it. It's a nice party game for you for tonight. Just put best wishes, I love you all. Down a Wynyard. That's right. You either got a lot or you got nothing. What you're trying to say there, I'd like to know. Why don't we make a paper hat? All right, sweetheart. That's what a mess. Now, you're supposed to put a name on this. What rotten writing. How many marks?
Well, she made a very good attempt on the bag, and she did get as far as putting something on the cake.
She did?
So I think 4.
4
Yes,
marks. All right,
yes.
sweetheart. Okay. And what about Pam? I
It
know.
was a bit of an accident, actually.
Yeah, well, story of my life.
Well, I think 2 for trying. Don't you? 2 for trying.
So could you do the try?
Yes.
Thank you very much for the coming along. It's been a great pleasure. Bye. You can come over here now. Over here, sweetheart. And Isla, could you tell us now the scores?
The names and the frames are Jim and Elaine with 10 points, and Jean and John have 8 points. Elaine and Jean, we'd like you both to choose a straw, and whoever chooses the longest has the choice of going first or second. You have the choice. Jean, what do you want?
What do you want, Jean?
First or second?
You want to go first? Okay, well, of course, you two come into my room. Now, every week I get terrified of looking into my room. It was my room to start with, but every week I open the door, and we never know who's going to be there or what or who. We'll have a look and see.
Hello, Larry. Merry Christmas.
Hello, nice to see you, Mark.
I just had to come and pull the this Christmas cracker with you, but before I say anything, I must tell you.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to believe this, but...
I will.
You won't?
I will from you.
All right, then. As you opened that door, it flashed through my mind. I thought, well, you know, because the resemblance is uncanny. I
To
thought,
who? To who?
Superman without a vest. I did.
That's the nicest thing that's been said to me all Christmas.
Anyway, listen, let's pull this.
It's the first cracker I've pulled since 1947.
Oh, no.
It's true.
Really?
Well, nobody's ever asked me before, but anyway, here we go.
Oh!
It works.
It does. Oh, look at this.
And what have we got?
Oh, it's one of these, yeah, excuse me. Sorry about that. No, it's one of these...
No, you're all right. No, you're all right. No, don't. You know, just you sit there.
Oh, no, it's one of those 40 Christmas fables,
Oh,
yes.
God, tell me.
Oh, it's how, you know, actually, it says, during the first Christmas, the very first Christmas ever,
Yeah?
Father Christmas was so busy that he had to enlist the help of all the fairies to distribute all the Christmas trees. It's true, it's written down here. And it says, every fairy got rid of all his Christmas trees except for one fairy that had one Christmas tree
Surprise
left.
me. Go on, tell me.
And he said to Father Christmas, he said, Father Christmas, I have one Christmas tree left. What shall I do with it? And that's why you always get a fairy on the top of the Christmas tree.
And that's the loveliest story I've ever heard. Thank you for being here.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And to you too. Marty Kane, ladies and gentlemen. All right? All right, here we go. You come down here now. Now, remember, bring your... you go there. You come with me. Oh, I got the wrong two. Okay. No, it happens. I get mixed up sometimes. I get your Georgette. And now we have the belly dancers, our own belly dancers, this Christmas afternoon, and you have 30 seconds to start it now. Okay, Ronnie? Come on, struggle through the net. You're all right. You come over here. Right. Now, do the best you can. You know, you have 30 seconds starting now to take us all back to old Egypt. Okay, sweetheart, come on. Now, how about that then? Now, what about the marks? What about the Soraya? What about the marks for our friends here?
Fantastic.
They were very good.
Oh, my God.
Tell me the marks.
I have to give my World Cup. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, excellent. 9 out of 10, very good. And our friends here?
Surprisingly, they've been fantastic too. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much. Bye. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good afternoon. I can't go into all that, but I tell you what I would like to have a go at before, you know, while because it's Christmas. I'd like to have a do at the turbans. Don't trip over. I'd like to have a do at these turbans. Now, could we, okay, Ronnie, let's try the turban thing. No, I've done this before. No, I have. I was John Anderson in the Desert Song for years. I feel like Claude Rains in The Invisible Man. No good. can't even do it on Christmas Day, can I? Isla, could you tell us our final scores?
Jim and Elaine have 19 points and Jean and John 17 points.
Jean and John, we're very sorry to see you go. We do hope you enjoyed it. And what have we for Jean and John to take home with them?
A slide projector, a cassette radio player, and of course the Generation Game trophies.
That's... Bye. Bye. Goodbye. Congratulations. Now, these are the end questions. And it's the best of three. All right? On whose feast did good King Wenceslas look out? Stephen. Right? Next question. What did the wise men bring besides myrrh and gold?
Frankincense.
The next question. In the song The 12 Days of Christmas, what new gift was brought on the second day? Quickly.
Fir tree.
No?
2 turtle doves.
That, got it. Right. Ah, good for you. There you are. Well, now. Well, Elaine, we're sorry to see you go, but what's Elaine got to take home with her?
A super portable television and, of course, a Generation Game trophy.
Bye, great. Bye then, Elaine. Bye. And now, Jim, you're coming to my room to see the loot, and here we go. Right? And open the doors. And now all the glittering gifts that you see go by in the next 45 seconds are yours to take home with you, and the 45 seconds begins now.
And on Larry's Christmas conveyor belt, there's a Christmas food hamper, cherubim of champagne and 6 glasses, oven and toaster, a steam iron, an Alibaba cake, a cuddly elephant, a table lamp, a wobbly table lamp, a backgammon set, a cuddly yogurt maker, electric food mixer, kitchen pots and tray, a rabbit on a cart, 6 bottles of wine and a rat, a punch bowl and 12 glasses, a cuddly deep fat fryer, his and her leather bags, a fondue set, cellular blanket, tennis set, an infrared tonic lamp.
All right, Jane. You know, here to help you. All right, Jane. Remember as many as you can, and the 45 seconds it starts now.
Cuddly toy.
Yeah.
Tennis set,
Food
backgammon
hamper.
set, food hamper.
Punch bowl set.
Punch bowl set, wine rack and...
Wine rack.
The
The blankets.
The blankets, yeah.
Yeah. The fondue
food
set.
mixer, the fondue set. There was
Electric iron.
Electric iron. A yogurt maker.
Yogurt maker.
Cellular blanket. And an oven.
The oven. The mixer, the food mixer.
Food mixer. The deep fryer.
Yeah, the infrared. Infrared thing.
Yes, the infrared thing.
The tennis game.
The tennis game, I said that. Backgammon set.
Have a happy Christmas and a very happy New Year. I love you very much.
Bye.